Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. I hope everyone has got all of their Christmas shopping done, got their meals prepared, or whatever it is you're serving today, because we are at the precipice. It is almost that time. And boy, it's raining cats and dogs over here in Los Angeles, California. Crazy. I don't know what the heck's going on over here, but it looks like it's going to be a wet Christmas here in LA. But that's all right. As long as you've got a roof over our heads and friends and family around us, it all is worth it. All right, let's see if we can get things set up here. Oh, let's see here. There's Dave. All right, there's Dave. Let's see if we can get, there's James. James. I don't know where Alex is yet this morning, but I'm sure he's coming. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, good morning, Dave.
Good morning. Morning, Sam.
Saw your video this morning. That is so freaking cool.
We had a blast.
Oh, man, it sure looked like. I wish I could have been there with you guys.
That was weird.
What?
When I first opened your live, there was no button to join. The multi-guest wasn't there. I've been here since the beginning.
Oh, man, I don't know what happened.
I had to sit and come back in. But I'm here now. Rock and roll.
We're glad you're here. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. Let's see. Oh, boy, Charlie, thank you for the snow globe. How cool is that? And yes, I have my lights turned down so you can see my Christmas decorations. There we go. All right. Morning, James.
Morning.
That's kind of a low energy good morning. Was it have anything to do with the trip that I saw yesterday on the video?
Not at all.
Oh my gosh. Just so everybody at home knows, Dave and James were out tearing it up last night, having a blast. I don't know whether they want me to say what it was all about. They can tell you. But, oh my gosh, it was so cool to see. What the hell is that, Dave?
My new hat. Over here in Iowa.
I think you have an echo. Say something.
I do have a slight echo.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on there.
I think we got it fixed.
Oh, okay. That's weird. All right, let's see here. Let's say some good mornings. Oh, and we have the elf. Oh, Charlie, look at that beautiful gift. Thank you. And we have Alex the elf with us this morning. Did you guys see? I don't know if you heard about this, but all of those documents that were redacted from the DOJ, apparently, if you copy and paste the redacted names from the document and you paste it into a Word document, the names get revealed. Now, you're going to tell me that the DOJ made that mistake by accident? I don't think so.
Kind of like when they've forgotten to flatten a PDF file of a particular birth certificate, supposedly from Hawaii.
Exactly. Oh, my gosh. Well, let's say some good mornings here. Who do we have with us? PJ Party Peggy is here. Good morning, Peggy. Oh, hold on a second. Let's see who I've got to hold on one second. I've got to mute this other screen. There we go. All right, let's see. Wendy is here. Merry Christmas, Wendy. Chase is here. Hey, Chase, good morning. John Gwynn, Merry Christmas, John. Martini time, Merry Christmas to you as well. Lord Bullion is here. Good morning, Lord. Glad you can make it, brother. Dog Lovers here. Merry Christmas. Sue B, Merry Christmas. The Beach Chair Farmer. Ho, ho, ho. Exactly. And Allie Mae. Good morning, Allie Mae. Kathleen Garcia, Merry Christmas to you as well. Robert McCarsky's over here on YouTube. Good morning, Robert. Russell Webster is here. Yes, we are getting dumped on here in California. Russell said, Sam, did you watch the Monkey Works last night? No, I didn't get a chance to. I'm not sure what Monkey Works was saying. but maybe you could put it in the chat. Earl Shannon said, "Good morning, guys. I want to thank all of you here that have prayed for me." Absolutely, Earl. Absolutely. David Morales just popped in. Good morning, David. Lisa Piquel is here. Good morning, Lisa. Benji 1959. Big Ben is here. Who else do we have? Lisa Maria. Merry Christmas, Lisa. So glad you're here. She is the backbone of this show. I'm telling you guys. Let's see. Kissing Bandit and Lipstick is here. Good morning, Bandit. All right. Well, let's see here. Alex, what do you think? Some indices this morning?
I mean, why not?
Exactly.
Good morning, everybody, on this wonderful 12/24/2025. Today's my son's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Kalen. It's Christmas Eve, folks, and the markets are not ceasing to deliver on this fine holiday. Looking at the S&P 500, it's up 24 points to 6,934. The Dow is up 290 points to 48,732. The NASDAQ is up 51 points to 23,614. Commodities market, gold at about 9 o'clock this morning was at $4,514. It has since retracted some down to 503 right now. Silver around 9 o'clock this morning was sitting at $72.20. Currently has retracted a little. It's sitting at $71.74. Oil holding steady, up 1 cent at $58.38 a barrel. Looking at the crypto market, not good. Everything's down. Everything's down. Bitcoin down 0.6% to 87,362. XRP down 1.9% to $1.87. Ethereum down 0.44 at $2,942. Stellar Lumen XLM down 2.4%, sitting at 21. Cardano down 1.8%, 36 cents. Not financial advice. Buy it on the TikTok shop. Get the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Dip.
Says Santa's elf, I should say. Hey, Ozzy Crosby's here on YouTube. Hey, Ozzy. Kathleen Paschke on Facebook. Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's see. Who else do we have joining in here? Chris Romano's here. Brian is here. Merry Christmas, Brian. Wildlife fan. Wendy21. And, of course, Brian with the squirrels in the chat. Wendy said, "We love the TikTok shop." Boy, isn't that the truth? Isn't that? Crystal Zeski just showed up. Larry 43442. Blondie, Merry Christmas to you. Betty, Merry Christmas. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right, Dave, what do we have from a farming and agriculture report standpoint?
Well, today's pretty slow across the board, but I wanted to say I'm glad Santa's here and us two elves and the Grinch down here below me.
I know, James. Not even any Christmas attire at all.
Filter. It's a filter. Just click the filter.
He's not doing it.
He doesn't like the elf boys.
Corn is up 2 cents. Soybeans up 9 to 10 today. That's good on before the holidays. Wheat is up 7. Cattle's up 0.6, and hogs are down just 0.4% across the board. Me and James seen Santa and Mrs. Claus at breakfast this morning. Oh no! Ow! He threw us over.
I was tapping too hard.
That's right.
My apologies.
That's right. And we seen him, and he took off right after that. So he's busy. He started at 6 a.m. this morning on delivering some packages. So he's got a busy day ahead of him. He loaded up on some carbs. He had some pancakes, some sausage, and stuff like that. So he will be ready to go. So
very cool.
I appreciate it.
Now, I don't know whether you guys saw that or not, but Dave and James are in the same locale today. And Dave went over and gave James a big hug, a big Grinch hug. Exactly. Let's see who else we got here. Blondie's here. Betty's here. Let's see. Christy B78 from Hayesville, Kansas. Beaver from Colorado Springs. Welcome in, everybody. Sherry is here. She said, howdy, Merry Christmas Eve from East Tennessee. What's
If
that, Alex?
anybody's curious, Santa just left Bangladesh, and he is almost at the Thailand border.
Ooh, very nice. Thailand. Ring a bell, James?
James should be there.
Exactly. Crystal, thank you. What's that?
SantaTracker.google.com for all of you parents that need to know where Santa's at. SantaTracker.google.com.
I remember when we were kids and we would come back from my grandparents' place with my mom and dad, driving. The big deal was back then there was a radio station here in Los Angeles called KFWB, which was a news channel, right? And every year we'd be coming back from my grandparents and KFWB would make these announcements that there's been a sighting over the North Pole. There's been a sighting. Oh my God, we as kids just loved that and fell for it every single time. It was just a blast. Jan, loving being grandma's here. She said, hope he's bringing that $1 million I asked for. Exactly. Exactly. Wendy said you can just Google Santa Tracker.
The Powerball is sitting at $1.7 billion. The cash out option is over 700 million.
Holy cannoli. Well, if I win, you guys, there will be signs. Exactly. Andrea Lynn 81 is here. Mary Ann Thompson is here as well. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. All right, James, what do we got?
Well, we do have something. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. So the United States is changing its posture in the Caribbean. So today we have 10 V-22 Osprey tilt rotor aircraft, and they've arrived in the Caribbean Theater from Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. Additional C-17s from Fort Stewart and Fort Campbell arrived in Puerto Rico. All signals are pointing to the elite units that will be participating in the massive buildup. Cannon Air Force Base is home to the 27th Special Operations Wing and the Special Operations Aviation Regiment. The 75th Ranger Regiment is from Fort Stewart, Georgia, and the 101st Airborne Division is from Fort Campbell, Kentucky. The administration would not comment about military goals, citing operational security. Pete Hegseth and Marco Rubio briefed Senator and assured the lawmakers that it is not seeking a regime change. President Trump declined to say what the end game is, but warning that Maduro would face severe consequences if he plays tough. President Trump says this statement: if Maduro wants to do something, if he plays tough, it will be the last time he'll ever be able to play tough. It's obvious that Maduro is at the end of the chain.
Exactly, James. Now, I was laughing through your whole report. You know why?
Why?
Were getting Santa hats and you were getting Santa's dance. Hey, Trump train!
Wow.
Nice. Benji, 1959, coming in with the Trump train.
You have 2.8 thousand gifts throughout that 1 minute little conversation. And you didn't see a single one of them.
I know. Even though
Yep.
you won't wear a costume. There we go. Nice Christmas present. Somebody's got to screen clip that one.
Oh, I screenshotted it.
Oh, good. Excellent. Oh my
It's
gosh.
that guy right over there.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Actually,
Jeez.
you should probably look up.
Exactly.
Well,
We're out of
reading,
order today.
I was reading from, the book.
Exactly. Oh, I was cracking up the whole time because you didn't see any of it. Uh-oh, yeah.
Well,
Screen's kind of messing up there. There we go. I see it. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
but I did. I got a bound new notebook with a hardcover.
Well, you always do a great job, James. Always. Oh, let's see. Valerie James is here. Merry Christmas to you too, Valerie. Glad you could make it.
Little house cleaning. Everybody, make sure you claim your heart meat for the day. It looks something like. Let's see. It looks something like this. See that little heart meat that pops up on his head?
Yeah, we're trying to we figured out in the algorithm, at least we think, that the more heart me's we can get per show, the higher our rankings go. We bring in, more people, spread the word. So if you can do that, that would be great. Oh my gosh, that was just cracking me up, Dave, with the James. We're gonna make a Santa out of him. Oh, Lace and Steel. Good evening. Glad you could make it. Laura McRae, thank you for the gifts. Oh, how sweet. Deb M is here. Good morning, Deb. Oh, that just cracked me up, man. It's gonna take me a minute to recover from that one. All right, well, let's get into some stories here. So, first up, we heard a lot. We heard a lot of talk from President Trump about Greenland over the last year. Some very ominous words at times. Well, he did it again. He said, quote, "We need Greenland for national security. We have to have it." That's pretty ominous. Now, how that's going to play out, James, what do you think?
Oh, he's muted. There he goes.
Sorry, we have a talk back, or we have it repeats between the two of us if one of us isn't muted. Well, 47 says the United States needs Greenland to monitor China and Russia. 47 also indicated he has not ruled out by taking it by force if he has to. That's kind of pretty ominous itself. Greenlanders want self-determination and not annexation by the United States. The next person that's going to go over there by special envoy is Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry, and he's going to lead the charge for whatever they're going to do next. I think the one thing that they're not really talking about, and they're kind of playing it down, is the special minerals, or the valuable minerals that they have over there that we need. So,
right, Dave.
Well, it's kind of like Venezuela. There's more to that story for sure. They also said it's Greenland is a critical site for the ballistic missile warning system. So we'll see what that all entails. But there's more to that for sure.
Wow, look at that Christmas tree. That was really cool. Thank you, Lace and Steel. Alex, what do you make of this whole Greenland thing? Are we going in hot?
I think there's a lot of positioning right now, because amid all the flap over Greenland, at the same time, the United States cleared a potential sale of $900 million in medium-ranged missiles to Denmark, as they're, going back and forth about the Greenland territory. If we're going to argue about it and we're going to fight about it and it's not going to happen, I would think that $900 million is some sort of leverage to make it happen. Interesting times.
Yeah,
but,
to say the least.
I'm still perplexed why Greenland is covered in ice and Iceland is completely green, but that's just me.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Franny Dragonflight, thank you for all the gifts. How sweet. Lynette Radley's here. Good morning, Lynette. Deb S. said, "Merry Christmas Eve to everyone from Central Massachusetts." Welcome in, Deb. Brian said, "That tree pooped presents." Exactly. Oh, gosh. That cracks me up. Russell Webster's laughing over at YouTube, and David Morales said, "Jimmy Hoffa." Oh, my gosh. We're pulling Hoffa out on this one now? Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Let's move on. So I found this very interesting. So Peter St. Onge, he's a PhD. He's on X. He has been for some time. I have followed him for quite a long time. And he is typically on target. And he came out yesterday and said that rental prices have fallen the most in 15 years. Now, that is interesting. Now, I'm sure this is a nationwide survey. But what I'm wondering is, if that is true, which I believe it to be, does that mean that we're going to see a correction in the housing market? Because typically when rental prices go up, home costs continue to go up. But if the rentals are going down, does that mean that we're going to see some sort of adjustment in the real estate market, Alex?
I think there's an adjustment coming. We all know that there's a bubble happening. Weak demand for housing, often tied to job losses, wage stagnation, population decline. recession, unemployment rises, reduce people's ability to pay rent independently, which leads to higher vacancies. I'm no economist. During the recession from 2008 to 2010, national median rents dipped about 2 to 4% in many markets. So is this more of a symptom from the last administration's 4 years of chaos? That's what I tend to think is happening.
James, what do you think?
Well, Sam, I find it to be interesting with my quest about looking at different properties, especially in Florida. The rates come down. If you go look to stay somewhere with a VRBO, those rates don't seem to be changing, in my opinion. But the price of new homes, obviously, with my considerations for refinance on my own place right now, I see some people saying even though the interest rate went down 0.75%, and President Trump called for 3.5 or 350 basis points, we're still quite a ways away from that. Whether or not Powell is going to be out, the new Fed secretary in January comes up and says in the 27th or the 28th that he's going to drop another 250 basis points. That's going to create something that our country has never seen before. And for all the businesses that can flourish, I don't know how much more people can take. We're in shambles.
Benji 1959 and I were speaking this morning. We were talking about the potential for 2026 to be truly the golden age. That's when everything is going to coalesce, and we're going to see the economy explode. We're going to see interest rates drop, and I tend to think that that's probably accurate. That's what's getting set up for 2026. Now, that's just my opinion. I have no sauce, but that when you think about it from a logical inference standpoint, that seems to be the direction we're going. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's where it's pointed. Obviously, cities with the new apartment constructions like Austin, Denver, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and Atlanta are seeing the largest rent drops. But that's where the most of the housing is getting hammered in too. So it's
Right.
a give and take on both sides.
Exactly. So Diana Lynn, thank you for the heart me's. Puddle, thank you for the gifts. Franny Dragonfly just lighting us up today. Lisa Piquel as well. Hey, Teresa Fria Contractors here. Hey, Teresa. Charlie, thank you for the rising star. You guys are great. Thank you so much. JP Metal Slayer is here. He said, Merry Christmas from No White Christmas in Utah. Okay. Modest Matt's here. Pure Blood Holly John said, California prices are effing ridiculous. Hoping it adjusts. Well, agree. 100% I agree. California, and there is so much information coming out about California. Kevin Kiley, the congressman here in one of the congressmen here in California, who I have met personally. The guy is America first. He is a corruption detector. And he just came out with a post saying that now it looks like, and we all know this, but it looks like they can prove $72 billion in fraudulent payments in California. That makes Minnesota look like a joke because compared to California, $72 billion that they've highlighted, that apparently the controller from California has highlighted. Now, it's just came out this morning, so I don't have a lot of details. But if that is true in terms of exposure, oh my God, $72 billion for the state of California.
And you're not surprised. There's more than that.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm just saying the fact that it's coming out at this point and that to have it come out at that big a number.
I think Minnesota got the ball rolling on all that. And you're going to see New York, and you're going to see Pennsylvania, and you're going to see, Illinois is going to be gigantic if they can get in there.
Yeah, exactly. Melissa Flinter's here. Hey, Melissa, she said no white Christmas in Ohio either. Dee said it's 70 in Missouri. Oh my gosh, that's just crazy. It sounds like California weather.
How many billions was that? Did you say 74?
70. I thought it was 72, 74 billion, some ridiculous number. If you pull up Kevin Kiley on X, you should be able
go
to
with
see
72 billion.
Hey, Christine Thomas is here. Hey, Christine. She said Maine is up to bat. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice hat. Thank you, Lace and Steel.
That's $39,000 per person in the state of California.
Wow. Could you imagine if that even $30,000 was in the pockets of Californians? Do you know what kind of an economy we would have?
Well, they'd have at least 1 month of rent.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, let's see. PJ Party said 3-bedroom, 2-bath in California is $4,000 per month. Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Valerie James said it's almost 70 in Colorado. It hit 80 degrees in the southwest corner. Geez, in Colorado?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
70 degrees here today. And foggy as hail.
Yeah, Christy B78 said, my Social Security went up quite a bit. I'm one happy camper. Good for you, Christy B. Well, I think we're going to see that. And oh, nice hat. Nice little. Look at that. That was classic. Who was that? Was that us, Lazen Steel? Oh my gosh, that was cracking. That's cracking me up. Or is that your filter, Dave? Oh, it's your filter. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, that is just funny as can be. All right, let's move on.
Welcome to Squirrel Day for Sam.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm completely off the rails. Yeah, there's no rail in sight at this point. Let's see. John Gwynn said it's cold and rainy in Seattle. No surprise. Well, that's pretty much par for the course, right? PJ Party said no tax on Social Security would be great. Well, that's gone now, and whether we've seen it yet or not, I don't know, but it's gone. D said, Sam, are you affected by the rains in LA? Okay, so here's the thing. How many times have we, Dave, how many times have we heard, oh, it's going to be a hurricane in California, or we're going to have, blizzard conditions and they hype it up to the point where people are freaked out, don't go anywhere, completely lose their bearings, and then it winds up being nothing. So with that being said, they're telling us, I mean, I'm getting flood warnings on my phone, but I mean, from what I'm seeing out there, yeah, it's raining, but it's not even raining hard. So how much of it is just hype? Your guess is as good as mine. But, if I'm on the next show with a snorkel and mask, you'll know what happened. All right, well, let's see. Ozzy Crosby said, I'm digging out from all the snow we had last night in New Hampshire. Oh, a lot of snow out there, huh? Skippy said, I call it weather terrorism. Exactly. And that's probably not too far off the truth, Ozzy. So let's see. Watch your guru over on that. Oh, look at SpongeBob. That was cute. Franny Dragonfly. Thank you, Franny. Watch your guru. This thing with Dave's screen. I keep looking up because I see something popping in and I'm going, what the hell is that? So according to Watch Your Guru over on X, the U.S. third quarter GDP rose to 4.3%, much higher than expectations. I think it was supposed to come in at around 2.4, Alex. Is that right?
Yeah, it maybe 3, but yeah, 4.3.
That's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
James, how do you see that affecting the economy?
I think this is probably the catalyst or the fuses for the rocket ship that we need to see. If crypto does its thing, if NESARA takes off, the interest rate dropping at the beginning of the year, I mean, we're setting up for a perfect storm here, and that's puts a smile on my face, especially when Alex is going to have to cook me that steak. I know we're only 6 days away from it, but 7 days away from it. But hey, I gotta keep
double or nothing.
Gotta keep.
Oh, yeah, double or nothing! Oh my gosh, don't do it, James.
Well, there's 3 in the family, 4 in the family. I got to bring a bunch of steak anyway. So, like I said yesterday, if all that happens, get refied, get a house in Florida, XRP hits the moon, I'll buy you the herd. I'll just buy you the herd.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
I don't want the herd. I want the 1,000 acres up the road that's for sale, please.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'll tell you guys, if I win the Powerball, we're all going to have new places. I'll tell you that right now. And we're going to have a studio like nobody's ever seen before.
We're going to keep doing this?
What's that?
We're going to keep doing this?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude,
but we're going to be... But
nobody will ever see or hear from me ever again.
No, we will, because we'll be in Hawaii doing it, and then we'll be in Thailand doing it, and then when, All on the company dime. Exactly. Melissa Flinner, thank you for all the gifts. How sweet. That's so sweet of you. Crystal Zeski as well. Thank you so much.
I'm going to have $1 million deer blind in the trees and no one will ever see me again.
Exactly. Dave, did I get you on this U.S. cute third quarter?
You did not.
Go for it.
All right.
Mute, unmute, mute, mute, unmute.
Right, that's the problem. We got delayed. Our studio isn't very good right now.
Yeah,
Sam.
exactly.
We're
That's all
struggling
going to
over
change
here.
when I win the Powerball.
All you
That's
guys
right.
have to do is each turn your volume down just a little bit and it won't echo, but go ahead.
Well, we need to talk to a professional about that. Don't delete me.
Exactly. Smile and say or
That's
bend
right.
over and say I don't know which.
Go get my plastic gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I just think it's going to be another element to what's going to happen in 2026, and we're just on the scheme of thing, and we see how the ball's rolling and what's coming down the thing. I'm excited to see what's with the Feds, what's going to happen with the Fed, the interest rate, and see how that drops as the Federal Reserve is revamped all day long.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's do a sponsor break here. So, as everyone knows, Mike Lindell has not only sponsored this show from the beginning, but he's now running for the governor of Minnesota. So let's give Mike some support. If you need some sheets or you need some slippers or whatever else Mike offers, go to mypillow.com, use the discount code SAM, and you'll get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. Also, we have Neil Naturopathic, the only chemical, toxin-free hair care products in the market today that I'm aware of. Go to neilnaturopathic.com and use the discount code SAM20, SAM20, and you'll get 20% off your order. Also, we have, of course, Dr. Peter Glidden. Dr. Glidden's with us every Friday, bringing you the truth about health and wellness. And if you want to dig deeper, he has a website with his chock full of information on health and wellness. Go to my website, samshalhoub.com, click on Dr. Glidden's button, use the code SAM, and you'll get a 30% discount on his membership. And of course, Best Line Racing, the best fuel and motor additives in the market today, and he can prove it. Perry has done extensive testing, and he is offering a special offer for all of our viewers through the end of the year. It's 50% off. Go to samshalhoub.com, click on the Best Line Racing button. It'll take you to his website. Use the code SAM, and you'll get 50% off of all of his products. Give them a try. I'm sure you'll be happy with it. All right, Alex, meditation.
50. I just got to let everybody know 50% off. That's insane. That's unheard of. I've put it the oil additive in every one of my vehicles, which go from 82 all the way up to high performance 700 horsepower, and you will reap the benefits. 50% off. You can get your entire year's supply for half off. I would run to that store. Just saying. You guys have 7 days left. Links in my bio. Beginner's Guide to a Life-Changing Meditation, The Easy Road to a Peaceful Life on Amazon. And if you get it within the next 7 days, I will donate an hour of my time to do a one-on-one private lesson with you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Oh, look at that. Lason Steele sending us the lizard snow angel. That's so
Dinosaur,
cute.
Cam. You should know what that is. You had a pet.
It was a lizard, wasn't it?
It's a dinosaur.
Oh, it's a dinosaur. Oh, I thought it was a lizard. Well, either way, thank you, Lason Steele. That was sweet. Let's see here. Hey, Squiggly77 just popped in and said, Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you as well. Lason Steele said, it's a tiny diny. Oh, a tiny diny. Now I get it. Oh, well, sometimes I'm a little slow on the uptake. So Pappy Trumpo over on X posted that President Trump's nationwide approval rating has gone up another 9 points. James, what do you make of it?
I have something to say about that.
I figured you would.
The 9 points that went up was just on the subject of healthcare alone. two major factors: the economy and the cost of living. That's some things that are holding him back. The Epstein files, that didn't help anything. The problem is with Clear Politics and the New York Times. They seem more like critics than an authentic polling entity. They both use, in my opinion, terminology that's degrading and demeaning. I don't think they're fair polling places. That's my belief.
Yeah, yeah. Dave?
James, he's never going to catch on. I don't know what he's doing.
Just so everybody knows, Dave and James are in the same location today. And if they don't mute while the other one's on, there's an echo. That's what's going on. Go ahead, Dave.
And we don't believe Alex. We're not turning our volumes down, so we're holding off. No, yeah, well, it's not surprising. And wait till his approval rating next year. I think he's going to beat George Bush after that 9/11 issue back then, when his was 90-some%, I believe, at that time. So I think Trump is only going to add to that every month and every year he's in.
Yep, exactly. Alex?
According to the Gallup poll, the highest of all time was John F. Kennedy at 70%.
And what's Trump's overall right now? Do we know?
Approval remains highly polarized, 85 to 89% among Republicans, 25% among independents, and 3% among Democrats.
Interesting. Dewey said polls are for stripper clubs. Exactly. I don't give much weight to polls either. I think that they have been manipulated for decades. But the fact that, you walk anywhere around, even here in California, the support. Oh, nice. Lace and Steel lighting us up. Thank you, Lace and Steel. I completely lost my train of thought. What the hell was I saying?
Polls.
Well, polls. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, if you walk around in California, there's a lot of Trump supporters here, much more than people would believe. But I'm telling you, by far, conservatives are the majority here in the United States of America. And I think that's very, very obvious. Allie Mae said, Dave, that's disturbing. Crystal Zeski said, polls and strippers. Exactly. John Gwynn said, it's a moose alert. Is it a moose or is that Rudolph?
It's Rudolph. It's Rudolph. Look at Rudolph's teeth.
Come on,
Look at Rudolph's
John.
teeth.
What's that?
Look at Rudolph's teeth.
Oh, that's classic.
I'm going to have to go get some more Baileys for my coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. There was a question in here from, let me see if I can find it. Oh, Lang Fu said, can you discuss NAD therapy on the doctor's show? Lang Fu, just put it in the chat on Friday when Dr. Glidden is on, and I'm sure he'd be willing to discuss it. Earl Shannon said, I'd like to ask you all to pray for the autistic kids taking Leucovorin. I have 2 grandchildren that started it yesterday. Thank you all. Yes, of course, our prayers are with them. And I think we are going to be seeing some significant changes with the autistic kids, thanks to RFK Jr. It's coming, and our prayers are with you. Kathleen Paschke over on Facebook said, I'm trying to send love and stuff. My hands are all wet. You guys are great today. This is so good. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Kathleen. Thank you. Layson Steele said lots of MAGA in SoCal. Absolutely. That is so true. In fact, in 2020, when we supposedly lost the election, I was living in Beverly Hills at the time, and there were groups of us that got together in Beverly Hills. I mean, we're talking hundreds of people on the street corners with Trump flags and what have you, in Beverly Hills of all places. So I don't care what anybody says, the majority of Californians are red, in my opinion.
Did you have a lot of people honking and supporting you too, Sam, when you're out there?
What's that?
Did you have a bunch of people supporting you and honking and
waving? Oh yeah. In fact, at that time I had a Harley Davidson Fat Boy. It was a friend of mine's, Grant, who lent it to me. And I would drive around in there on this Harley and I'd be revving the engine and people were going wild. It was crazy, man. Trump supporters in Beverly Hills, California. So, all right. Well, let's see here. Let's move on. Okay, so this one's really interesting. The former director of the CDC, Robert Redfield, is calling for Pfizer and Moderna and their C19 shots to be removed from the market. He said, quote, I really would like to see those shots curtailed. And personally, I'd like to see it eliminated because I think there's too many unknowns. Now, that's a major understatement. But the fact that the former head of the CDC is coming out and saying that, where do you think that's leading us, James?
Well, sorry about that. I think it's should have been done a long time ago, and for them to actually call for it now, I think it was poison. I think a lot of people believe that too, but for it to just now be talked about, come on, I think that's a bunch of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Don't beat around the bush, James. What do you really think? Dave?
I don't know, but I got paint fumes in this building, and I'm about to get hired in a kite. I feel like I'm high.
Paint fumes? What the hell are you guys doing over there?
Somebody's painting in here. I don't know, but I'm getting kind of buzzed.
Or it could have been a residual from last night. Dave?
Well, I mean, that this is everything we've talked about, and it's finally coming to light. They're finally admitting that they've repressed all the information. We all know myocarditis, blood clots, and other issues with this deal. They can only pretend so long, and we're still having people with that problem.
Yeah, exactly. Alex?
Over the course of the next probably 5 to 10 years, we're going to continue to see the real ramifications, and it's sad. I hope that the accountability continues and transparency continues. Probably the history books are going to show as one of the worst things that happened to mankind.
Yeah, exactly. And it's coming. It's just a matter of time. And I think if we did it any quicker, the people that succumbed to that jab would have lost their minds. And I think we need to keep control as we move forward and expose all of this. Oh, John Gwynn, look at that. That was cool. Thanks, John. David Morales over on YouTube said there's more Trump supporters in Cambodia than Thailand now. May need to rethink your retirement, James. Exactly. Cambodia. Huh? I never thought about that. I intend to go to Thailand at some point. I haven't been there yet. Brian said horse hockey. I don't know what that's for, but okay. Melissa Flinter said, oh, a Harley man after my own heart. Yes, I love riding bikes. In fact, so the first motorcycle I ever bought when I want to say I was 25 or 26, and I was just kind of getting into the scene. I bought a Honda Rebel, right? The little Honda Rebels. And I put those little, and I'm 6'3", and at that time I was probably 250.
Well, I'm laughing.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
What a rebel is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, and I just was kind of breaking into the whole thing. And I put those, those pegs you put in the front so you can put your feet up, I forget what they're called now, but I had put those on there. I put some new handlebars, and, I just thought I was the cat's meow with that. And then it had progressed, and I had gotten married when I was, 35 years old. And she had 2 children when we got married, who are my oldest son and daughter. And then we have a third together. Well, about, I want to say a year after my youngest was born, one day I just got a wild hair and I decided to go buy a motorcycle, right? And I didn't tell my wife at the time about it. I just went to the motorcycle store, and I was kind of browsing. I was going to get I think I was looking at Hondas or, the big Goldwings, which I really like those bikes. But as I was there, this guy was trading in his bike, and he goes, well, here, if you buy it from me and you'll give me this amount. So I'm like, okay. So I whipped out, I think it was like $1,500 or something, paid for it, and drove it home. I pull up to my house at that time. We lived in Brea, and my wife comes walking out with our youngest child, baby in her hands. She looks at me and she says, you've got to be kidding. And I was like, what do you mean? Well, needless to say, I immediately went back to the motorcycle store and unloaded that motorcycle that day. So that's kind of how my progression has worked. But when I had that Rebel, I wrecked it. I was in a bicycle accident in 1987. I got hit by a car. I was on a bicycle. I broke my right collarbone. I separated my left shoulder. I had 100 stitches between my face and my back. I was fortunate to live. 6 months after that is when I had that Rebel. And the same thing happened. It wasn't my fault. This guy cuts in front of me, and I slammed right into the side of his, totaled the bike. So
Sam, I have a question. 6'3" and a Rebel. Did you feel feminine at any point?
No, man, I was super confident. As big as I was, nobody said a flipping word about it. You know what I mean? They were afraid for their life at that point because this is the more gentle, softer Sam. Back then, you didn't want to say anything to me because you didn't want to look cross-eyed at me back then. I know. But so I wrecked the Rebel. I totaled it. So for years, I didn't ride a bike for a long time. A motorcycle. I just was anything with two wheels between my bicycle accident, my motorcycle accident. I'm like, I'm not going to do this anymore until maybe, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And I had that Fat Boy, and I really enjoyed riding it. The problem is here in California, there's so much traffic so I'm riding this on a Sunday morning. It's beautiful skies. It's 75 degrees. And I'm just minding my own business and I'm traveling down the road. It was on Melrose Avenue, right? And I'm doing maybe 35 miles an hour. And I have the green light and I'm about to go through this intersection. And this lady pulls out and turns left right in front of me. I lock up the brakes. I go sideways. The bike starts to lay down. And I'm thinking, this is it. I'm going down. I don't know how I saved it, but I didn't go down. But I wound up being about a foot from her car, and she starts yelling at me. And my heart was beating so fast that all I could say was, "You've got to be kidding me," because it was clearly her fault, but she was pissed at me. And ever since then, it was kind of like, you know what? Maybe I'm just not meant to be on two wheels, so I haven't gotten another one since.
So in 91, had a lady pull out in front of me. I went head on into an 8-inch tall curb, which then flipped the motorcycle end over end with me on it, shattered thoracic 3, 4, and 5 in my back. And so that's now why I get, Sam, I'm telling you, we got to get you a Corvette, brother.
I know. And believe me, in honor of my brother, God rest his soul, Dr. Mike, I will get one at some point. Absolutely. He loved Corvettes.
Much safer than motorcycles, just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, D said Sam walks around with a warning sign on his back. Boy, isn't that the truth? Oh, my goodness. Oh, Wendy, thank you for the gifts. Charlie, Christy B, John Gwynn. Oh, my gosh. Lisa Piquel. Everybody lighting us up today. How wonderful of all of you. Thank you. Valerie James said, move so you can get a bike, Sam. I spent quite a bit of time in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and that's the perfect place to ride in the summertime. There's no traffic. You have nice windy roads. I mean, the thing is, I love Harleys, but I also love the Honda Goldwings because they're comfortable. You know, they have reverse, they have stereo systems, they have communicado helmets. I mean, I'm sure that Harley has something similar to that now, but at my age, I might even opt for a Goldwing at this point. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Any Honda. I worked at a Crash Toys insurance sales for toys like motorcycles and stuff like that. So we'd get all the insurance wrecks in, but the Hondas and stuff I rolled were completely balanced, way different than what a Harley is. Yeah. It's a balanced machine, big time.
It truly is. It's comfortable to ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vote don't get a motorcycle because your days are numbered. Get you a 70 Plymouth Cuda or a Challenger. Yes. Let's get something with some muscle.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%.
Well, Sam, if your idea of a motorcycle is a Rebel, you better go to the gym if you're going to buy a Harley.
I'm never going to hear the end of that, am I? Gee,
no.
Yeah, even some of my close friends would give me a hard time about it, but it was my first bike. I just wanted to try something, and boy, that was an experience to say the least. Tracy Banks said, "Get a tricycle with your history." Exactly. John Gwynn said, "Muscle and metal." I like that. Nice, John. Allie Mae said I should get an Indian. Yeah. Now, weren't those those are an old time bike, right?
No, they're still producing them today, sir.
Yeah, but they've been around a long time, like Harley, right?
A very long time.
That's what I
yes.
thought. Yeah, I don't know much about them.
So Allie has I think it's a 29 or a 30 cc Indian
Oh,
that her grandfather rebuilt for her. That's actually hanging in the motorcycle museum here in Kansas.
oh, gotcha. Paco said, "Ask your wife first, Sam. I don't have a wife, no girlfriend, so I'm a free spirit, baby. I might just get another bike anyway. We'll see at some point." Allie Mae said they're better than Harley and classic. Huh. Yeah, I don't know much about them. I know they've been around a long time. David
Indian
Rawls said,
did stop producing for how many years? 20 or
oh,
a
did
long
they?
time. Yeah.
They're back.
Yeah, and then they reproduced, started making them in the, guessing in the 90s, right? Late 90s maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. David Rawls said a gold wing and a gyroscope. Sam. I'm telling you. Gosh. All right, well, let's move on. So this last story is really interesting. So
Right. The first Indian was produced in 1902.
1902? When was the first Harley produced, Alex?
Founding story for Harley was
James, what have you ever ridden a bike?
Oh yeah, I've
story
had Harleys.
starts around 1901, so about the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
James?
I grew up on motorcycles on the farm. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the brand, but Gemini was what I started with, and I went into Harleys and broke my neck on YZ Yamahas and KZ Yamahas. I did the dirt track thing and racing, and yeah, my body's been through a few things.
I've
Yeah.
got the dirt bike still to this day. I've got 4 or 5 dirt bikes out there in the shop. That's much safer because there's not anybody going to pull out in front of me on the property.
Is that a trail bike, Alex, with training wheels and a headlight and a stoplight? What is that?
No, it's a 230 Yamaha 4-stroke, and I'll walk your ass on it, mister.
Dave, have you ever had a bike?
Just a tricycle is all I've had. I
Just
played
a tricycle.
my whole life.
I rode a
Exactly.
2-stroke 450, James. So we'll ride. We can ride.
Sam, I've been in 4 wheels my whole life in racing and everything else, stock cars and stuff like that. So
Yeah, well, you were involved with NASCAR at some point, weren't you?
IndyCar, NASCAR, yeah, tire side of it, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, Tire Man, he's involved in that somehow. I don't know all of his details, but he came on a live once with us and told us about it.
Yeah, he was at Bristol or somewhere, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason Coons is here. Dobermom said, "I love the Indians." Charlie said, "Has an Indian and he loves it." I'm not sure who you're referring to, but
Did she say my dad? No, that was
no, that was Christine Thomas. Christine Thomas's dad drove one. Huh, interesting. Rose R is here on YouTube. Merry Christmas to you too, Rose. And Digital Alki is here as well. Welcome in, Digital. So, as we all know, we all follow the 17th letter of the alphabet. And Captain Kyle and Kelly over on Telegram. In fact, I've had some communications with Kelly. I think Captain Kyle is going to come on. We're going to do a podcast together in 2026. But Captain Kyle posted something that I thought was very interesting yesterday. He said, for the first time in 100 years, Christmas falls on 12/25/25. And if you add those numbers up individually, the 1, the 2, the 2, the 5, the 2, the 5, it equals 17. Isn't that interesting? Dave, what do you make of it? You're muted. You're muted.
Not
Dave.
showing me on.
There we go.
Not showing me on this end. Oh, it is better.
Yeah.
It wasn't on this end. Muted.
It's
I
James.
said it's
James did it somehow.
He might have leaked over. Yeah. No, it's not surprising that it's just one more thing.
Right.
Everything noted. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe this is the day to fire stuff up.
Yeah. David Morales says, "You biker boys, take a look at the Isle of Man on TikTok." Oh, I have seen that.
That's
Tell them what it is,
MotoGP.
Alex. Tell everybody what island.
That's the Isle of Man is one of the premier MotoGP races in the world, where they're on what we affectionately call crotch rockets. So, 1,000+ cc bikes that are designed to do 200-mile-an-hour plus, and they scream through these towns. I get with my anxiety on motorcycles alone, watching the Isle of Man videos when they come around some of those curves, and they are inches from buildings, people, street poles, trees, and they're clocking 170 mile an hour, and their knee is like an inch, half inch, if not touching the pavement as they rip through these towns. Yeah, Isle of Man, MotoGP, gives me anxiety. Anyway, yeah, that's what Isle of Man.
Exactly. So, James, what do you make of this whole 17 and what's going on there with Captain Kyle?
Well, Sam, just about every day I look at the date and add it together, and that 17 happens quite often.
It does, and I don't believe it's coincidental either. Dave, did you want to say something?
Nope, I agree. I just wanted to tell you silver is now in the green.
What's it at right now?
It's up 50 cents right now. It's almost $72.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah, it was
Jeez.
72. It was 72 at 9 o'clock this morning, so it's gaining back the ground that it lost since this morning. And gold was over 4,500. So
Wow. B Rad said, "I need a Merry Christmas in crypto." Well, it's coming, in my opinion. And I just have a feeling that none of this is going to kick off until 2026, specifically for the 250th anniversary. There's James with his XRP token. Exactly. And he's always got his XRP hat on. James?
I'm sorry, I feel like a handicap here today. Yeah, don't leave home without it. It's this is an unusual thing where I'm in the same building. Alex and I talked about it, but I didn't stay for that. I had to shit and get. But here with Dave,
Lisa Maria, we have a new one for the Interstate Isms book.
But anyway, no, it's what we got going on in the 17. I add the 17 up every day, and it happens a couple times a week.
Yeah, I a lot more than that, believe me. Hey, Cognitive Dissonance just showed up. Hey, Cognitive, glad you can make it. Oh, boy. Jason Kuhn says, "Alex, do you have a Corvette? Tell him about your Corvette. In fact, show him the picture if you have it handy."
it's a Lingenfelter Z06 making about 700.
Wow. Do you have that picture handy?
Yeah, I can pull one up.
I just think it's beautiful. I want everybody to see it. Hold on. Alex is pulling up the picture of his Corvette. It's beautiful. And I'm sure a rocket. Let's see if he can get it pulled up here.
A pretty good one.
There it is. You got to get out of the way, though. There we go. Wow. Look at that thing. Jeez Louise. My goodness. Oh, I think we lost it there, Alex. Hold on, everybody. We're just getting a quick shot of Alex's Corvette. Lisa Piquel said it's very fast. Melissa Flinner said, "I wish I could show you our 78 Camaro." Oh, I'd love to see that. Wow, look at that thing. Did you lower that too, Alex?
It does. It's Z06. So the Z06 models are legitimately, you get in it from the showroom and take it to a track. Like, they are built track ready. So magnetic ride, they are definitely impressive machines.
I had a 1986 IROC Z28 and I put a drop spindle suspension in it. That thing sat about an inch off the ground. Hey, boy, you have to be careful when you're driving around in LA with something like that. Actually, I was in Data Point at the time down in Orange County, but man, they are rocket ships. Charlie, thank you. All right, everybody. So let me do some honorable mentions here before we get to final thoughts. Lason's deal, Mega Dave with the Jamesisms, Charlie, Benji 1959, John Gwynn, Lisa Piquel, Crystal Zeski, Martini Time, Wendy, Melissa Flinner, Laura McRae, Allie May, Kathleen Garcia, Wildlife Fan, Deb M, Pureblood Holly Johns, Dobermom 79, Joy Beaver, Jan Levin being grandma, and the list goes on. Thank you all for the gifts. All right, let's move to final thoughts, James.
You guys talk about all these muscle cars. I got to play around with a little bit of that stuff when I was younger. My first muscle was a Gran Torino with a 351 Cleveland. So I had a pretty good time with that 3-speed, rock crusher, hammer time. So I had a little bit of fun with that growing up. But appreciate you guys being here. These guys are more festive, and all of you are more festive than I am. But I'm on my way back home to Minnesota. But tonight, I think I'm going to stop at the Minnesota-Iowa state line and do some more beer testing and see if there's anybody festive in that neck of the woods. And then I'll probably motor on home for Christmas Day and see if I get my pickup running.
Just don't be drinking and driving, James. We need you
I don't
here.
do that.
Okay.
I don't do that. Not in a commercial vehicle. I'll let all the arrests take place with ICE and the other people that shouldn't be here.
Right, exactly. Dave?
But thank you all for the gifts. I appreciate it.
Thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate it. We had a good time last night. Had a good supper and had a little bit of a slot machine. The one-arm bandit paid off pretty good last night.
Yeah, and we
So
all
we had
saw a video of it this morning. Oh my gosh, Dave was on a roll last night.
Oh, the Trump train. Benji got it set up for that. That's
kidding.
why I sat down at it and put $100 bills in, and it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. I put $100 invested and pulled off about 12, so no complaints.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, made dinner
The
taste a lot
Trump
better.
train, John Gwynn coming through again. Oh,
There
Lace
we
and
go.
Steel, the Trump train. Holy smokes. It's one Trump
Thank you,
train
guys.
after another. Alex, final
Exactly.
thoughts?
So
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
not done
Dave.
yet. I was going to say get rested up for the next 7 days because I think next year is going to be some excitement. You got to pace ourselves here. So it's a lot of stuff coming down the way.
100%. Alex?
I think, James, before you go to the casino, I'm going to need you to stop by a local custom T-shirt shop, and I need you to get a T-shirt that says "Somalians beware," and I want you to wear that to the casino. Just saying. I'm going to tug at everybody's heartstrings for just a minute because we are on the Christmas season. During the Christmas season, when you enjoy the lights and the lights surround us, it's okay if your heart feels heavy with grief. The absence of your loved one may make the holidays feel different, perhaps quieter or more bittersweet, but their love remains woven into every cherished memory. May the gentle glow of Christmas remind you that they are still with you in the stories that you share, the traditions that you hold dear, and the warmth that lives in your heart. The light of their spirit shines eternally like a star guiding you through the night, wishing you moments of peace amid the sorrow and comfort in the embrace of those around you, and hope that brighter days will soon come. You are not alone. So with a heartfelt, sympathetic heart and love, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and you're greatly appreciated for the words, the messages. It's been a good year, and I hope you all have a blessed day tomorrow.
Yeah, wonderful. Couldn't said it any better, Alex. And as everyone knows, your mom passed, my sister passed within a couple of months of each other. And, I'm more of a Grinch at Christmas time, but I've got to tell you, to your point, Alex, they are here and they influence us, I believe, in a very positive way because it's like Santa's freaking village here at my condo this year. And that's just not like me. It has to be because of my sister. So, as Alex has said, James and Dave, we are just so grateful that we get to be part of your lives and you get to be part of our lives. Christmas and with the new year right around the corner, I just wish and pray and hope that everyone has a fantastic Christmas season and keep in mind that the best is yet to come. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas, guys. I love you guys, and we'll see you all. I think we're doing Friday, right? As far as we know.
If Allie Mae says I can.
Exactly. Merry Christmas, everybody. Talk to you all.